This is how to install your Warwick Home Elba S-Fold curtain track. So inside this box is everything that you need to get this thing on your wall and hung. So what do we get? We get one curtain track with pre-installed gliders, an accessories box. Inside the box, we have our two types of brackets: face mount bracket, ceiling mount bracket, screws, snail clips, and a bonus wand. Before you mount your curtain track, first you need to establish if you'd like to stack your curtain to the left or stack it to the right. For example, if you'd like your curtain to stack to the left, you need to make sure your glider hook is fixed on the left. And vice versa, if you want your curtain to stack to the right, you need to make sure the glider hook is fixed on the right. To ceiling mount your S-Fold track, first we need to work out where we're going to mark the brackets. Now I got the 150 centimeter track here, which comes with 4 brackets. To work out the spacing with the brackets, what I'll do is first measure 5 centimeters from the left and then 5 centimeters from the right. Then what you want to do is roughly space the other two about 30 to 40 centimeters between the two brackets. It's important to note the front of the track. So if you look at the top, you'll notice this groove here. That is the front of the track. So when you install it, make sure that is facing the front. When installing into timber, you'll only need to use the screw, but when installing into plaster, you need to first install the plaster plug, then the screw. An easy way to get the right position of your brackets is to pre-clip the bracket into the track. Then hold it up to the window frame or ceiling, and then mark out your drill holes. After you pre-drilled your holes, use the screwdriver provided to loosely install the bracket. Then line up the curtain track, making sure that the groove is facing the front, and clip into position. Then take the screwdriver and tighten the screws into the brackets. If you ever need to remove the bracket from the track, just pull back on the clip and remove. For wall mounting, grab the bracket that looks like this. If we're drilling into timber, you're only going to use the screws. And if you're drilling into plaster, make sure you use the plug first. Taking into consideration the drop of your curtain, plus your preference on how you like the curtain to hang, position the curtain track at the right height for your space. An easy way to get the correct positioning of your brackets is to clip the brackets into place. So you can do that by clipping each bracket 5 centimeters from the sides, and then evenly space out the other two. So about 30 to 40 centimeters apart each. And then hold to the wall and mark out your drill holes. After you pre-drilled your holes, use the screwdriver provided to loosely install the bracket. Now line up the curtain track and click into place, making sure the groove is facing forward. To install the wand, clip it onto the first or second gliding hook and just make it sure it's behind the fabric so it's hidden away. To create a continuous curtain track for larger areas, you can use an extension joiner. Now these can be used track to track or with the 90-degree corner. To install the joiner, get the screwdriver and undo the end cap, slide it off, and then slide the joiner in about halfway and then use an Allen key to tighten it up. Repeat of the other side. The joiner should not be visible once the tracks are connected. The Elba 90-degree corner is a universal configuration which is useful for areas such as bay windows, internal corners, or bulkheads. To use a 90-degree corner, you'll need 2 extension joiners. So start by sliding one of the joiners in to the point where it hits the stopper. Use the Allen key to tighten, and then do the same for the other side. From there, you're going to insert each curtain rail into each side. If you're using a curtain track over 2 meters wide, like this one here, and you'd like one continuous curtain, then you'll need a 10-meter glider pack, and then you want to cut to size. When installing 2 curtains, a block out in a shear, for example, you're going to need a double bracket. Now, when you're mounting into timber, use screws. When you're mounting into plaster, make sure you put your plugs in first. Now, underneath the bracket, you'll see these two mounting plates here. It's very important that you space them correctly so the S-fold of your curtains sit nicely next to each other and they're not touching. It's important that the screws are not over tightened so it allows you to actually slide them. Then when they're in the correct place, get your track and click them into position.